Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch The 100 Season 7, Episode 8. Before beginning, if you want to see my reaction video about the last episode, I'm gonna put the link. Am I gonna talk about the last episode during this intro? I'm not sure, because my opinion about the last episode was really not great. For me, the last episode was the worst of the season so far. Maybe they're gonna surprise me, but not in a good way, with the rest of the season by offering us another bad episode like that. Again, I'm saying it because maybe you didn't understand me well during the review of the last episode. I'm saying that because of the number of the dislike that I had about this video. I think that the actors and actresses were great, were playing great, and I think that the episode was well directed, not because it was Lindsay who did it, but because of the fact that with the bad lines and bad scenario that the writers wrote for this episode, she managed to have emotions coming from her actors and actresses during this episode, and to do that you have really to do a miracle, because they really gave her the worst episode. It was so bad written, it was so well not done. I'm not just talking about the flashback between Iko and Bellamy, even if I can talk about it a lot, not just because of the fact that it's too late to have a flashback like that to sell us that relationship, but also because of the fact that it came from nowhere without any explanations, and we are not used to that with The 100. I mean, a lot of persons were on Twitter like, oh, that was not such bad flashback, it was nice. I don't understand why people are so angry about it. It's just because of the fact that you are Bellark fans and all of that. No. It's also because of the fact that we are not used to have flashbacks in The 100. If you think about it, if you think about the show, if you think about the last seasons, we are not used to have flashback. If it's just one flashback, do you understand what I mean? We have flashback episodes, I'm thinking about the Blood Reina episode and all of that, but one only flashback in one episode coming from nowhere without explanation, why we have it and all of that, that's why, you know, it felt off also. Why now? So late, and also why is this flashback? It's not logical with your show, with what you are doing with your show. It's really something that you put right there. I still don't understand that flashback. But yes, the episode was bad, not only because of that flashback, but also because of all of the lines and all of what happened. If it's not for the Emory, you know, narrative arc, which was interesting and which was well done, and you know, all of these things about the parents, all of that, that was interesting and great, but all of the rest, I really don't know, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. Even more because during this episode, we're gonna have a prequel episode. We're gonna have an episode which is not really about The 100, but about what happened way before The 100. You know me, you know that I'm not watching trailers for episodes, but I saw that on Twitter, the fact that we were not gonna be with our cast, our group. They are really introducing, you know, the spin-off that they want to make about The 100 with this prequel. I'm not against the spin-off, but I prefer to warn you, I'm not gonna make reaction videos about it. Maybe I'm gonna watch it on my own a lot because of the fact that this show disappointed me during the last seasons. The producers and the writers of the show really disappointed me. I don't want to be mistreated again as a fan, because that's really the impression that I had. The way that this show mistreated the fans and the viewers, that was so surprising, weird, shocking. I can't even understand why I'm still watching the show after people saying to their fans that they were so dumb. I'm still not understanding why I'm continuing to watch the show. Normally I wouldn't, but because of the fact that I was so involved into the show and obsessed with the show during so many years, I have trouble to, cut the link with it. And because of the fact that this is the final season, I want to watch it, but I'm not gonna make reaction videos for the spin-off. I don't want to involve myself in a show when I know in advance that the producers and the writers can do that to their fans, mistreating them like that. I don't want to give them that time, energy and credit. Do you understand what I mean? Maybe it's gonna be great, maybe it's gonna be even better, than the 100, and I'm not gonna be, like supporting them for making that spin-off and all of that. I really want you to understand me with that. I'm not talking about the cast, I'm not talking about the show, I'm not talking about the story, but I'm really talking about the producers and writers, these people, But I'm really interested by this prequel episode, I'm really interested by how they're gonna involve it into the story, into the season. I hope that we're gonna have scenes, of introduction for it with our team, our guys, and after that, the flashbacks. And I'm really watching it, with an open mind, like, am I gonna like it or not? Am I gonna watch it if the spin-off is out or not? I'm really watching it with an open mind, because of the fact also that I really loved along these seasons of the 100 all of this story about Becca. I thought that it was really an interesting part of the show during the last season, so I want to see more about that, and also because I think that things which are gonna happen during this episode are gonna be important for the rest of the season. And I think that it's also a good way for the writers of the show to explain stuff that they didn't have time to explain during the last seasons. That can be the good way, to resolve some things and to also explain things which are gonna happen, and that can be really interesting. I'm really watching it with an open mind, and the fact that this is a prequel episode, the fact that this is a flashback episode can really be a good thing after the last episode that I didn't like so much, because I'm gonna open another book, not the book of the 100, I'm gonna open another book, so I'm gonna discover new things, so I'm not gonna be impacted by the last episode. I'm gonna stop this intro right now, which is already too long for a prequel episode, a flashback episode about things that I don't know yet, so let's go for this episode. Oh, how can I talk about that? I know, and I read all of what you think now, all of these things about Bob. I don't want to give my opinion about that. I just want to say that I was hurt by it, like a lot of fans. That, it happened also after learning something about one member of the cast of the X-Men, and it was really a lot to learn about two of my favorite shows. I don't want to say, a lot, but I want to say that I decided for myself, I'm watching shows because I love the characters and I love the stories, and I don't want to involve myself with the casting, with the actors and actresses like I did before, because when things like that are happening, I'm feeling impacted, I'm hurt, and I don't want to feel like that anymore. Time will tell, how it's gonna end and how I'm gonna end also with these actors. For now, I still don't know, I'm still hurt, lost. I'm gonna continue to watch this show for sure, because I love it and because I'm watching it for the characters and for the story. And that's all that I want to say about that subject. Let's go! I'm glad! We didn't have a lot of time with their reaction about that news that Bellamy died. Il didn't. Ok, il didn't.
We do this for him.
Oh,
We do this for our family.
he's not dead.
Coming in alone. Unarmed.
How did you come
They call me
on
Michelle.
Bardo?
You can call me Bill.
You were already Bill on Earth.
I've seen you before.
We were a collective of great minds, dedicated to the continuation of our species. If the language survived, then actually is my daughter in the key.
Your daughter?
What you call the flame, they call the key.
Okay.
Roger the stick.
Did Kelly tell you that?
It's the name of your daughter?
You speak a language that she made up as a child.
She created it? And the flashback begins.
Chill. More peacefully. Maybe your dad's training wasn't worthless after all. Actually, my mom taught me that. Let me see those arms. Bastards. What they know, they're defending a system that hurts people like them. Which is why we need to get back there and continue exposing their lives. Get cleaned up. Let's go.
Are you friends, sisters? Mom?
Hollows in the hollow. Time to face the music kill. You don't
That's
even talk
your
to
mom?
him. When you talk about you and your brother. What makes you think I'll listen to him? Same reason you're not taking the call. Habitual fear response. It means us.
Hey, Calamity. Yeah, they got her.
Hey, great. Good sparring session?
That's your brother?
Kicking your butt in the basement? What's wrong with fascism?
Did he really say what is wrong with fascism?
I get to make my own choices now. I'm from the vulture capitalist who traded his purchased credibility to become a prophet of doom. I'll take that as a compliment.
It wasn't. I didn't call to fight.
No, you called because Mom made you feel guilty for being a lousy father, so you figured you'd play concerned parent for a few minutes.
She's acting like a teenager, but she's right.
Oh, Bill?
Anaconda.
That's a code
It
word.
is. You have 20 minutes.
Oh, for the explosions.
Traded.
What about our friend?
Did you take that? Come on. That is hope. The missiles are in the air.
Okay.
He's telling the truth. Hal, your father is a lot of things, but he is not a liar.
I need proof of that.
Are you sure? Because... Oh, what the hell? What did I just drop everything my whole life? My best friend? Yes, that's how it works.
You're abandoning everyone and everything?
If you don't, tell me now, and I'll stay too, because I'm not going back there without you.
That's a beautiful choice. Oh, we know the place.
Hey, bro. Hey, okay, hey, bro. I don't care about you. My girlfriend's outside.
You closed. You said it first during that time.
200 feet from where I found the device.
Stole it, you mean?
There are 7 symbols on that wall. And we know that it takes 7 points
You found it?
through space.
Who put it
And
there?
lots of symbols.
On Earth, I mean. You know how to make it work.
Now that that's done, Bill, you need to get out there. These people believe in you. They're afraid.
We saved it. They'll be fine.
How many people?
92% of all level 12s made it here in time. It's 1,104. I've already
That's a
found
lot. You want to go out? You can't, my dear.
Don't make a sound.
Who are you?
And don't try to tell me that you don't have the code.
We put on radiation suits. Let me get Tristan back inside before we hatch.
We.
I left my best friend to die, and there's room in this bunker.
You want to save your girlfriend, she wants to save her best friend.
I need to see the other guy.
You there too?
Blue G Tree Crew.
Ah!
Seems like wasting time.
Father says we're not allowed to leave even in suits for at least a year. You know that.
And you know there's still room in this bunker for more people.
But I will shoot him Get out of the airlock.
Don't.
Both of you now.
Go ahead. You.
Oh. I have an impression of something that I saw before, you know. I think that you're saying it in English like we're saying it in French. Une impression de déjà vu. Poor guy.
Dad says we're the second automatic. Easy for you to say. No matter what you do, he always looks at you like you can do no wrong.
This won't make him love you anymore. Let's do it twice. Together.
Oh! Together? I'm not gonna fall into that trap.
I am.
2 years later? Becca? Yes. I like you, Becca. You're a good character. You're so interesting.
She actually wants dresses you for Halloween.
So not true. Okay, it is.
Tristan!
He's teasing. Get help! His minute stops. Radiation immunity. You guessed right. Keep it between us. Don't tell anyone.
Okay, already secrets.
Can you hear anything?
The sound of the stud, maybe?
She's hearing it. It's coming from there.
That's none of your business.
You're hearing something coming from the
She
stud?
hears the space ball. Music is mathematics.
Nuts? The mind drives. Oh! You made it stop. You opened it. Okay.
That's better.
Oh! His face.
I'll be good.